Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that is so fundamental to our health and happiness, yet one that so many people find difficult to discuss openly: sexual health and intimacy. As a doctor, I've had countless conversations with patients about their concerns, questions, and frustrations regarding their sex lives. And what I've learned is that so much of the anxiety and confusion around this topic stems from a lack of reliable, judgment-free information. My goal today is to create a safe space where we can talk about sex honestly and openly, just as we would about nutrition or exercise. Because the truth is, a healthy and fulfilling sex life is not just about physical acts. It's deeply connected to our mental well-being, our self-confidence, our relationships, and our overall quality of life. So, let's break down some of the most important aspects of sexual wellness, one step at a time. Understanding the ebb and flow of desire begin with the foundation: understanding desire. For many people, especially women, desire isn't a constant, always-on switch. It can ebb and flow throughout life, influenced by countless factors like stress, sleep, hormone levels, and even our relationship dynamics. This is completely normal. The unrealistic expectation that we should always be in the mood is one of the biggest sources of frustration and guilt for so many people. There are two main types of desire that are crucial to understand: spontaneous desire, which is that sudden, unprovoked urge, and responsive desire, which is when you feel desire in response to stimulation or intimacy. So many people worry that they're broken because they don't experience spontaneous desire. But for many, responsive desire is the key. It's about creating the right environment physically and emotionally for desire to grow. This means prioritizing foreplay, communicating with your partner, and engaging in intimacy even when you don't feel the initial spark. The desire often follows the activity, not the other way around. Think of it like a train. You might not be in the mood to get on the train, but once you're on, and it starts moving, you enjoy the ride. It's about giving yourself permission to explore and see where the path takes you. We also need to consider the impact of life stages. A new mother, for instance, dealing with hormonal shifts, sleep deprivation, and the immense physical and emotional demands of caring for a newborn, will naturally experience a change in her sex drive. This is not a failure. It is a biological and psychological reality. Similarly, as we age, hormonal changes, particularly during menopause, can significantly affect libido. Recognizing these natural fluctuations helps to normalize them and allows us to find strategies to work with our bodies, not against them. The unspoken language of communication and emotional intimacy next. Let's talk about the power of communication. This is perhaps the single most important factor for a great sex life. Silence and assumptions can lead to frustration and disconnection. You are the expert on your own body and what you enjoy. It's your responsibility to share that information with your partner, and it's their responsibility to listen, and vice versa. It's a two-way street, built on mutual respect and vulnerability. Communication isn't just about what you want in the bedroom. It's about setting the stage. It's about talking about your day, expressing appreciation, showing affection outside of sex. It's about building trust and emotional intimacy, which are the true drivers of physical connection. A healthy, robust emotional connection acts as a powerful aphrodisiac, creating a sense of safety and closeness that allows for more fulfilling physical intimacy. So, how do you start? It can feel awkward at first, but with practice, it becomes natural. You can begin with a simple, non-confrontational conversation. Say, "I've been thinking about how we could feel more connected, and I'd love to talk about it." Or, "I want to try something new, but I want to make sure you're comfortable with it." Be open, be honest, and remember that this is a conversation, not a one-sided demand. Use I statements to express your feelings without making your partner feel defensive. For example, instead of saying "you never do what I like," try "I feel more connected when we spend a little more time on foreplay." This subtle shift can make a world of difference. Redefining pleasure and orgasm now. Let's address pleasure and orgasm. For a long time, the conversation around sex was heavily focused on a male-centric model, where the male orgasm was the goal. But we know that pleasure and orgasm are not a one-size-fits-all experience. For many women, pleasure is derived primarily from clitoral stimulation, not from vaginal intercourse alone. Understanding this is key to unlocking a more fulfilling sex life. Explore what feels good to you, on your own and with a partner, without any pressure or expectation. The journey to pleasure is a personal one, and it's one you deserve to embark on without shame. Don't be afraid to experiment, to use your hands, to incorporate toys, or to explore different positions. The goal is to discover what brings you pleasure, and to communicate that with your partner. The focus should always be on shared pleasure, not just one person's satisfaction. Remember, sex isn't a race to the finish line. It's about the journey itself, the shared experience, the connection, and the enjoyment of each moment. Pressure to orgasm can actually make it more difficult. So let go of that expectation and simply focus on the sensations. The essentials of sexual health and safety. Moving on to a crucial topic, sexual health and safety. This is a non-negotiable part of a healthy sex life. Protecting yourself and your partner from sexually transmitted infections, STIs, and unintended pregnancies is paramount. Condoms are the most effective method for preventing both STIs and pregnancy when used correctly. Don't let myths or excuses get in the way of using them. They are a powerful tool for safe and worry-free intimacy. Remember to use a new condom for every act of intercourse, to check the expiration date, and to use them with the correct lubricant. For birth control, there is a wide range of options beyond condoms, including hormonal methods like the pill, patch, or ring, as well as non-hormonal options like IUDs. Talk to your doctor to find the method that best suits your lifestyle and health needs. Every person's body is different, and what works for your friend may not be the right choice for you. Your doctor can help you weigh the pros and cons of each method, considering factors like your health history, lifestyle, and future plans. Remember, a sexually healthy person is a responsible person. It's also essential to get regular screenings for STIs, especially if you have multiple partners or are starting a new relationship. Many STIs have no symptoms, so the only way to know for sure is to get tested. Normalizing these conversations and checkups is a sign of maturity and self-respect. Body image, confidence, and self-acceptance. Another important aspect of sexual wellness is body image and confidence. So many people feel insecure about their bodies, and these insecurities can directly impact their desire and willingness to be intimate. I want you to remember this. Your body is not a problem to be solved. It's a source of pleasure, strength, and connection. Instead of focusing on what you perceive as flaws, shift your perspective. Focus on how your body feels, not just how it looks. Focus on the sensations of touch, the warmth of a hug, the thrill of intimacy. The most attractive thing is not a certain body type, but confidence and self-acceptance. A partner who truly loves you is not concerned with your perceived imperfections. They are drawn to your essence, your spirit, and the connection you share. If you're struggling with body image, try to identify the source of your negative thoughts. Unfollow social media accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Practice self-compassion. And remember, a loving partner sees you, not just your body. Consider exploring mindfulness practices or even talking to a therapist who specializes in body image. The way you see yourself is the most important factor in your sexual confidence. Addressing common concerns and seeking help. Finally, let's address some of the most common issues I see in my practice. These are not signs of failure. They are simply health issues that can be addressed with the right information and support. Low libido. If you're experiencing a persistent lack of desire, it's not a sign that something is wrong with you. It could be due to stress, hormonal changes, certain medications like antidepressants, or relationship issues. Don't suffer in silence. Talk to your doctor. We can help you explore the underlying cause and find solutions. Sometimes it's as simple as adjusting a medication or prioritizing sleep. Other times, it might require a deeper look at your emotional well-being. Pain during sex. Dyspareunia. This is a very real issue that should never be ignored. It could be due to medical conditions like endometriosis, infections, pelvic floor dysfunction, or simply a lack of lubrication. Pain is your body's way of saying something is wrong. See a doctor to get a proper diagnosis and treatment. There are specialists, like pelvic floor physical therapists, who can work wonders in these situations. Orgasmic dysfunction. Anorgasmia. The inability to orgasm, while often frustrating, can be addressed. It might be linked to psychological factors like anxiety or stress, physical issues, or simply a need to learn more about your own body's response. Patience, self-exploration, and sometimes professional guidance can make a world of difference. It's about depressurizing the experience and focusing on pleasure, without the endpoint being the only goal. Sexual health is a lifelong journey. It's about more than just sex itself. It's about respect for your body, open communication, emotional connection, and a continuous journey of self-discovery. I want you to leave this video feeling empowered. You have the right to a healthy and satisfying sex life. You have the right to ask questions. You have the right to be in control of your own pleasure and safety. Remember, a healthy sex life starts with you. It starts with self-love, self-acceptance, and the courage to communicate openly with your partner. Thank you for being so open and allowing me to have this important conversation with you today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more honest health advice, and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And please, leave your questions in the comments below, and I'll do my best to address them in a future video. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Goodbye.